Hey friends, welcome back to Budget and Balance. I'm so glad you're here today. This video is jam-packed. We're going to take a look at highlights from September, the budget for October. We're going to budget the October 3rd paycheck, and we'll just do a little peek at my subscriber count to see how growing on YouTube is working. Hopefully I can get that 2,500 subscribers by the end of the year, by Christmas maybe. Then I can bless some people with $250. If you love budgeting, savings, real life motivation, you're in the right place. Don't forget to hit that like button, drop a comment down below to let me know how your October budget is going. And of course, if you're not subscribed, get subscribed and come along. Let's go on this journey together. All right, first up, some highlights from September. Looking forward to getting into a new routine for the new school year. I'm on my way. Should I move this? I'm still in my driveway. Hopefully the sound is picking up. I'm on my way over to Ocean State Job Lot. It's one of my favorite stores, but the problem is, you guys know, I always spend a ton of money here. Today I'm looking for a pot for my peace lily, which I'll show you when I go home. My mom's neighbor was getting rid of this peace lily, and my mom was like, wait, you're just gonna throw it away? And she's like, yes. And my mom was like, oh, well, don't do that. Liz loves plants, so can she have it? And it was gorgeous, full. I'll show you when we get home. Anyway, the pot had a crack in it when I put it in my car the other day, and took it out of my car into the carport, was trying to push it over. It was raining, so I wanted to give it some water. And it knocked over, and when it knocked over, the whole pot just cracked and fell apart. Not really much of a selection here. So maybe this one. It is weather resistant. It's going to be in the house, so I want a color that will look good in the house. This one looks great. Oh, God, that's heavy. How much is that one? 26? Let's keep looking. Ooh, this one looks good. Oh, let me look at this more. Okay, this one is $20 and it's lightweight. It has a good pattern. I can get that sticker off. But with that drainage hole, we need a solution to keep the water from going everywhere in my house. So let's keep looking. Okay, this is just a little too small. Let's see if we can find a bigger one. This is what I need. Also wasn't planning to pick up cushions, but these will fit the cushions for the chairs I got last year for my classroom. Of course, I don't need containers, but I'm looking anyway. Ooh, this is a new one. All the stuff I have to empty from being at the lake. Stools I'm selling for my brother. Glasses I'm selling for my brother. This has to go to my classroom. Wood for the garbage for my mom. And this is where that peace lily fell over. So I need to vacuum that out. Oklahoma. So, yeah, shelf liner down at the dollar store. If you don't play the license plate game, basically the way that it works is as you are driving, you look to see what license plates you can see from other states and how many different states you can see. Some, like when I was a little kid, we would play on a road trip and see what we could find on a road trip. And then I just thought it would be fun to keep track and see, like, during the year, during the summer, what I would see. And yeah, that's a nerdy little weird thing that I do. Getting set up to repot the peace lily in here. Haven't really done much with this part of my garden. Maybe in the spring I will remove this rose bush and add some more flowers in here. I thought I had planted some stuff, but it really didn't take. And then this plant, I don't even think you can see it right here, my dog peed on and now it's dead. All right, don't mind the mess there. Also, don't know why my hosta has died so early. Okay, here she is. The pot was standing up. I went to shimmy it to put it underneath the edge of the carport to get some water in her, and she knocked over and it cracked. So we're gonna take her and repot her. Poor girl. Here is the peace lily. She is happy in her new window, and I'm happy too, because not only is she beautiful, but she also is so big. She acts as a privacy screen. Our window looks directly into the neighbor's window, so it is twofold. Also, don't worry about her being droopy like that. If you don't know, a peace lily will do that. They're very dramatic. Here she is the next morning after she had about maybe like 12 to 15 hours to soak up the water from feeding her, and she is perfectly happy in her space. It's kind of light, but you know, not too bright. It was also Luna's birthday. She is now a teenager, and these are the best shots I could get from her photo shoot. She is not a very photogenic, wants to be cuddly kind of kitty, but we love her. She's so cute. Such a good girl. I don't know if I told you I have a new workout routine, which I definitely need to share with you guys. Just got back from the walk. Now going down to the dungeon. And by dungeon, I mean to the workout space to do a little workout. Okay, so the last workout was on the 19th. Today is Sunday, the 28th. So a bit of a workout break. So let me get to it. Today we're going to do a goblet squat, incline dumbbell bench press, bent over row, glute bridge with a hip thrust, standing dumbbell shoulder press, dead bugs, and band pull apart with planks. I don't know that I did that as a plank last time. Set end workout. Today is the 28th. There's my workout, my reps, or my weight, my reps, and I do 3 sets. I'm not filling that in. So let me just go back to the calendar, and I'm going to put an X here. It says it's a Friday. This is a Sunday. So tomorrow will be just a cardio day, and then I'll do B, cardio, C, cardio, rest. Next, we'll take a look at the budget for October. And this month I get 3 paychecks, the 3rd, the 17th, I think, and the 31st. So let's see budget for October and how it's going to look over 3 paychecks, including what I was already paid for October 3rd. Okay, so my new pay for the 25-26 school year, after deductions for obviously taxes, my pension, healthcare, and what's the other thing that comes out? Flexible saving account. I should expect $1,931. However, I was paid $2,253 because my school district will now do a one lump sum reimbursement if you get your physical. So I believe the amount that I'm reimbursed totals to 4 pay periods of what I pay for the premium. And so that's the difference in my pay on this paycheck. I will take it. It's about like 200, let's see, almost $300, just over $300 difference. So I will take that. We'll see if we can get anything else over the next month to try to bring in some extra money, especially with the way funding is right now. Budgets haven't been passed, which means schools haven't received their funding. There's some programming and subscriptions that we use a lot for our lessons that have been canceled, or I should say not renewed. And then also a lot of programming that we would do after school or other ways to have some money, extra money. They're just not doing it right now. For fixed expenses, same, or as the kids say, twinning or twin, whatever. $400 for mortgage and bills for every paycheck. $58 will be my new union dues, and I think it will be coming out on the October 17th paycheck. I could be wrong. It could be a little bit after that, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be in that paycheck. If it's not, then I'll have an extra $50 for something, but keeping it on the budget here. And then, of course, life insurance and car insurance will come out on their respective days. I've already transferred the money for the mortgage and bills. That's why you don't see it listed under 1013. It is over here under October because it's already cleared. For debt, I budgeted $400 to go to 2 different credit cards. I did send $102 to one credit card, $96 to the other credit card. I actually I don't have any money left over to send to the one credit card. And I also have a credit. So I want that credit on there before I send any more money. But don't worry, I'm in the clear that it's not going to charge any interest because I'm well within my time frame before any interest would be charged. So I did decide to send $150 with my next paycheck just to clear that credit card and have zero balances once again. For savings, I budgeted $3,991 this month. Don't forget, I have 3 paychecks this month. That is $583 towards my IRA. That is going to come out 2 times because of the way my paychecks fall. So on 10/31, I will need to designate $583 from that paycheck just because I won't get paid before the 10 o'clock. Oh my gosh. I probably shouldn't be recording this on a Friday night after a very long week. That I will not have a paycheck before the 10th withdrawal. So it has to come out of the 10/31. And then I'm also sending $525 to my emergency fund every single paycheck. So it has already cleared for October. That's why you don't see it under the October 3rd paycheck column. You see it over here on the right under the October column because it's already cleared my account. I also budgeted $150 for my nibblings for this month. One of them, the little guy, is turning 2 next week. So excited about that. And I also want to be able to beef up and keep up with the oldest one's savings account balance. I'll talk about that in a savings update. So we'll get into that later. I have $750 going to the sinking funds. It's $250 for the first paycheck, $400, and then $100. That, yeah, I will get more into detail with that in its own video. And then I have $350 for the 100 envelope savings challenge. I did have it at $300 originally, but I increased it because I had a little bit of extra money in this paycheck from my healthcare premium. And then I went and I have designated $150 for the 3rd, $100 for the 17th, and $100 for the paycheck on the 31st. Now, I don't have anything listed here for variable expenses. This is what would come out of my direct checking account or cash that I would withdraw. Instead, I am keeping track of my spending on here with this tracker, and then I will use my sinking funds to pay my credit card from any of this spending. This has been working out really well for me, and back in September, I spent way less money than I normally do. So let me change this to October. I spent way less money. So that has been working really well for me, and I want to keep spending less money because there are things I really want to spend my money on. So I'm really working to be more disciplined and more mindful about what I do spend my money on and where it goes and all of that, that I'm directing it to the things that are more high priority for me. So far this month, I bought a rug on Amazon for almost $200. And while this will blow my household budget for the month, it is well worth it. I really want to elevate our space, make it cozy. Maybe I'll cut in a little montage here of my living room and explain more. Yeah, so Amazon rug, totally worth it. I also bought dinner, so that was almost $20, which was a huge chunk of my budget for the month for dining out. And it's only the 3rd, the very beginning of the month, so have a ways to go, and there's a bunch going on this month. I'm not going to go through all of the categories and the budget numbers and everything. We'll do that next week when I do a budget check-in, and we'll see where I'm at. Some things going on. On Halloween, I'll be going back to Scranton. We have a family bonfire at the pumpkin patch that weekend. I also have the little guy's birthday next week, so I'll need a birthday present for that. I don't know if they're having a get-together, or maybe I'll just send a birthday present. If I end up not going, I'll just put extra money into his savings account. We have something scheduled with my husband's parents, but that will just, we don't really need to pay anything for that day. It's just a little get-together, so we're not paying for stuff that day. On Halloween, I am going, while I'm in Scranton, we're going to a friend's house to pass out candy. And then the bonfire is another day. So I'm going to have to get some Halloween candy to bring with me. I'm looking at my calendar and trying to see what else might be going on. Not a whole lot. I really want to I'm going to put some goals here. I want to garden to be winter ready. I want to take care of my house plants. I want to deep clean Luna's room. And then I'm just going to work on my inventory. I have a lot of stuff to get sold on eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, all those places. Those are a lot of goals for the month. Plus keep up with work and YouTube and my Teachers Pay Teacher store, my blog, and my reselling. So a bunch going on there. For the month, we have not purchased groceries yet. We did get a Ring doorbell, but I actually think that was purchased last month. So I'm going to remove that from here. Okay, $25 in gas for the week. I didn't fill up the tank because the gas is like 30 cents cheaper at Sam's Club. So I did about, I don't know, 3/4 of a tank. I was trying to do half a tank, but I really wasn't paying attention. So I just did a partial tank. And then when I'm out towards Sam's Club this weekend, I'll fill up for a full tank. One last thing, let's do a check-in on my subscriber count. Where is that? Here it is. Here is my counter. I look forward to giving away $250 when I hit that 2,500 subscribers. If you're new here and haven't heard this before, I started doing YouTube because I'm a teacher and a lot of my students want to be influencers and think that that is going to be their full-time job when they get older. So I thought, what does it really take to become an influencer? Not that I want to be an influencer, but what does it take to get monetized and make enough money, to make a living, right? So I have learned video editing. I've learned some recording production, how to use the camera. Like, the bare minimum is what I have been learning, and I enjoy this so much. I enjoy this community so much. All you guys here supporting me with my debt payoff journey and now my savings journey, and budgeting and all of that. It's just been such a great experience. I love it so much. Okay, so let's see where I'm at. As of August 16th, the last time I updated this, I was around 1,925 subscribers. And today I'm at 1,937 subscribers. Wow. It's not very much, but that's okay. I am enjoying everybody that is here. So let me go ahead and fill in 2 more boxes. I'm so excited about this. It just has been so fun. There we go. All filled in. So I have a ways to go, and that's all right. If you're not subscribed, I invite you to get subscribed. No, I'm not going to say. That's a wrap on today's video. I hope you guys liked seeing some highlights from September. Let me know if that's something I should keep doing. And thanks for walking through my October budget with me and seeing what my new paycheck was and where the money is going. I'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment down below. Let me know how your budget is for October. What kind of stuff are you saving for and paying for? I know Christmas is right around the corner. And if you found this video at all helpful or motivating, please give it a thumbs up, because when that happens, it helps the channel grow. When the channel grows, more people get help. And, you know, like I was saying, I use a lot of behind the scenes stuff in my classroom and my teaching to reference or bring in some real world examples, like through analytics and things like that, into my classroom. So not only are you helping me and my channel growing, but you're also helping my students. And I love that. Thank you so much. All right, guys, when we hit 2,500 subscribers, we're giving away $250. I have an idea of how I'm doing it. Let me know your thoughts of how I should do it down in the comments. And that's it for Friday night for me. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.